Hello, my name is Amina and I'm your decision-making specialist. And today, right here, as I'm speaking with you, is July 18th, 2020, and that means day 125. That adds up to a lot of days. And here I am. And I am hoping, as always, wherever you are, that you're taking care of yourself and staying healthy and safe and as happy as possible. Every little eyelash of happiness counts. And that you're willing to do your part to help those around you. New research that is coming is that there are droplets that are larger particles of, this isn't very pretty, it's mucus and saliva that we spew out. We all do, I do, you do, we all do. It's not pretty, it's just the truth. And what happens is that the virus just hitches a ride and says, oh, I'll take this droplet or that droplet or that droplet. Well, guess what? That is not good enough for the virus, because now what they're researching, and they seem to be coming to some conclusions, is that the virus will also catch a ride on smaller particles. And those they're referring to rather than droplets, they're referring to them as aerosol, because it's a finer spray and it can go further and it can last. Right now, they're figuring out possibly up to 3 hours that it can stay just wandered around in the air, waiting for us to breathe it in, touch our face, get on our hands, share it. Well, not exactly what I want to share. So I'm offering that you do everything that you can. At least wear the mask, because the larger droplets, when they hit, they will drop. And they're not sure about some of the masks that the aerosol will block, some won't. So we don't have a guarantee. What we can do is just doing the protocol of the physical distancing, washing your hands, wearing the mask, remembering not to touch your face, your nose, your eyes, any place that is susceptible. And they're researching different kinds of filters, from huge building filters to personal office filters. A lot going on in all different areas. And meanwhile, keep safe. No matter what all the news says, no matter what anybody else says, you make your decision. And when you make your decision, as always, I'm going to offer that you add a human touch, remembering that we all are in this together and we have choices of how we do it. And speaking of masks and belief in the virus or ignoring the virus or whatever is going on with everyone and their own individual choices, I'm wondering if you have ever noticed how many times that you or someone else has, and I'm raising my hand on this one too, have resisted something, have denied it, have walked away from it, have brushed it aside, have not wanted anything to do with it. And then one day, guess what? There's a little opening. Kind of use your, well, what if it is true? Well, what if I did just get a little more information about that? What if I just tried a little nibble here? Or what if I just took one step there? And guess what? That you've noticed that your resistance is actually flexible. That there is some part of you, some curious part of you, some creative part of you, some wondering what if part of you that is always there, and you're curious. So the resistance starts to soften. That doesn't mean you just automatically embrace it and say hallelujah. It just means that there's a little peak of an opening and you're willing to look through that. And then one day you find out, not so bad. I did that. Oh my gosh, it wasn't as hard as I thought. Well, why did I wait so long? And on and on and on. And that's the path of resistance to acceptance to participation. And I was wandering around online yesterday and I was just looking up masks. And I found just plain colored masks, black, pink, red, the paper filter masks that have the folds on them, the creases, and then you bring it down and it's the accordion style. Then I came across this other website. May I tell you, it had pages and pages of masks. Woo! Some of them had sequins on them. Some of them had colored butterflies and printed fabric material. And they had filters inside them, just on the outside. Wow. They were beautiful. And I've been noticing one of our Congress people has an outfit, and then there is a mask. And that mask isn't out of the same fabric. And I noticed that it matches or it coordinates. And I thought, that's very fascinating. Then I found this website. And I will tell you that I think would help a lot of people's resistance. And they had different designs, maybe that other people would like, ones that other people would like, just design and colors and prints, same basic pattern, loop around the ears, cover the nose down, cover the chin. However, what these people did within those parameters was incredible. And I thought, well, if they're making these many masks, somebody out there is buying them. And they had so many. And I started thinking, wow, that is an absolute total transformation of resistance, if I'm not going to wear any kind of mask, I don't want to. It messes up my face. I can't smile. People can't see me. It, gets in the way of my hair. It's cumbersome. Whatever is going on with our resistance. It wasn't very fun for me in the beginning either. And it's like, I just call it my uniform now. Before I go anywhere, I put on my gloves and I put on my mask and I put my credit card or debit card in one of my pockets, so I'm not carrying my purse around. And all these shifts that we've made. And I'm wondering if you look in your life, not just about masks, about lots of things that you thought you would never, ever try. And you said no to. And you stuck by that no until one day you kind of peaked beyond the no. And suddenly it got to be, and then it got to be, wonder what if. And then it got to be maybe. Not a yes, just a maybe. And then one day you looked and you thought, that maybe turned into a full-blown yes. Without yes but on it. Just sure, why not? And that you actually learned to enjoy it and appreciate it, what you had resisted and said no to. There is a 3-step process that we go through. I do, you do, we all do. When we find a message or an idea or a suggestion or a requirement that we don't like, we resist. We deny that message, we deny the requirement, we deny the offer, and we say no. Sometimes no thank you, and sometimes just flat out no. And then if that message or that requirement or that offer doesn't go away, then we get a little miffed at the person that brought it to us. And after that second step comes a very interesting one, and that is when we say yes. And guess what? We say yes as if it was our idea. Well, sure, I thought about a mask. I invented that. Of course I would do that, on and on. It's just kind of fun to watch us as human beings with our human touch. From resistance to yes, and all those little fun steps in between. So I'm going to offer that you look in your life every time that you say no. When was the other time I said no? And then it turned out okay. Maybe, and I'm not going to tell you to do this, and I have to remind myself, maybe sometimes when we say no, we can make it softer in the beginning. Right now it's a no. Give me a little bit of time to see how it feels, how it might fit, what I think about it, and I'll be back. And that way you can work with the messenger, work with yourself, and shortcut that resistance time. It may be that you still have the no and you want to stick to it. I'm not telling you to change your mind and soften your whole world. I am just saying that you pay attention and you're aware of whether that is a hard, fast, forever no, or if that's a no, thank you, I want some time to consider it first. You have a choice. You have a choice of what that time means to you and how you work your yeses and work your nos. All right? Have some fun with it. Enjoy yourself. See how you are. kind of interesting to stand in a circle and get to know yourself better. You may find out that you are a terrific person, which I think you are. It's just you forget sometimes because you're not looking at yourself in your circle. Focus. Take your choices. And remember that you matter. Come back tomorrow. I will be watching for you. Take care. Take a look at your nose. Take a look at your yeses and everything in between. All right, have fun with it. Bye for now.